What is up everyone, I am Deviantart Cringe, and yesterday I got a recommendation. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday I got a recommendation by one of my awesome fans, Exploding Pikachu 747, and she says, why don't I take a look at Ed, Edd, and Eddy? So I figured, I really loved the show when I was a kid, obviously all of us did, and we remember it very, very fondly, but of course since this is DA, it's gotta be ruined. Plus, she also sent me a ton of pictures that we're gonna be checking out today, and some of them are really, way out there. So without further ado, let us take a look at this. Well, ladies and gentlemen, looks like the first thing we're gonna start off with is something that I can only refer to as the Ed and Eddy version of Sonichu, because that's basically what it looks like. I mean, take a look at Ed, like the Ed Sonic is just, the resemblance is absolutely uncanny. And it also looks like Eddy has apparently been turned into a rat, from what I can tell by the tail over here. And Double D is just, yeah, I think Double D is supposed to be the hedgehog, Ed is supposed to be the fox because of the tail, and Eddy the rat. And I honestly really don't know why the hell anyone would want to do this, because these are completely polar opposite franchises, they have nothing in common with them, so, it kind of reminds me of the game, like the new game that came out, Mario plus Rabbids, pretty weird crossover. By the way, yes, I know I'm comparing something like this to a really good game, actually. But, just using that as a little bit of an example. And thankfully their heads don't look perfectly circular, so I'm not gonna outright call it Circle Tool Madness, but that's what it kinda looks like. And of course the coloring, which a lot of you probably suspected that I would be talking about first. The coloring is, of course, very, I wouldn't say eye-bleeding, but it is pretty, too bright, let's say that. Obviously the yellow and the green are the most apparent, and you just cannot look at this picture without ignoring those two things. They're just so in your face. But here's the funny thing, in my opinion, the funniest thing is not the fact that the artist decided to cross over Ed and Eddy with Sonic, it's actually their pants. Yes, everyone, take a look at those pants. Don't they look like they are just going way too high, They kind of remind me of, old people pants. I don't know why, but for some reason old people feel the need to, pull up their pants so much that it goes over their fucking belly, but the bottom of their stomach just sticks out in a huge bulgy ass fat roll. I don't know why they do that, but that's kind of how it looks like. Ed and Eddy Sonic style. Hello, I drew a picture of Ed and Eddy, Sonic version, my favorite characters from my childhood. Ed and Eddy, copyright Danny Antonucci. Well, it is cool that you credited the original owner, but I cannot read the comments because they're in Spanish, so fuck me. Oh my god, everyone, yeah, now we're getting into the thick of it, okay? We're gonna get into some of the nitty-gritty of this. I don't know what the hell this is supposed to be, but it looks like Double D is supposed to be, transforming into what I can only call is a bear bug. Yeah, like a huge bear moth or whatever, It kind of reminds me of that horrible werehog that they did with Sonic, I don't know why I'm thinking about that, maybe because of the previous picture, but hey, the previous picture looks like a godsend compared to this. Good lord, this can't be happening! Yes, it can, Double D, because this guy drew you that way. I'm sorry. His arms are apparently different lengths, and that shirt is they really screwed up that shirt at the factory. Better send it back. Oh boy. The coloring, it looks like he's covered in shit over here. It looks like he's covered in shit, and he has fucking man boobs. Okay. And of course, in this one, the arms are also pretty effed up. As you can see over here, the arm is super thin, but over here is fat as fuck. I don't even know what the hell's happened with that. It looks like he went for this spiky fur thing on the elbow, but it just makes it look like his arm just exploded, it makes it look like his elbow just exploded and all of the muscle mass kind of flew out of there. That's probably the reason why this part is so thin. Demon Monster Ed. Here's another Demon Monster Ed concept picture, this time with Double D. He's a cross between a wolf and a bug, and this time he has 4 arms and instead of 4 legs. Well, I wouldn't have noticed if that was a wolf. There really aren't any wolfy qualities on this one. Ooh, interesting concept there, buddy. Looks great. Thanks. How do you like Ed with a car in his mouth? Love it. Really? You did a picture of Ed with a car in his mouth. I won't even search that up. Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen, this actually looks really, really well done. I did not expect that. So it looks like here we have a Ed and Eddy and Undertale crossover, a hell of a lot better than the Sonic one by a mile. by a goddamn mile, ladies and gentlemen, and props to this guy for drawing it so well. I mean, the details, especially like on the pants, you can see this guy really paid attention to, like the line work and all that, so I can appreciate that. Definitely huge thumbs up. And let's be honest, everyone, a lot of Undertale fandom stuff out there is a little bit questionable, and some of it just outright insane. But obviously, there are people in the Undertale fandom that can do a lot of, cool stuff. Same for the bronies, but, unfortunately, the good artists get overshadowed by the bad ones, which really sucks ass. And honestly, I really do like how the guy, matched up the characters' personalities. Now, obviously, Sans really doesn't match Eddy completely because, he's not greedy and all that. And it's obviously pretty fitting that he put Flowey as Kevin because Kevin was definitely one of the biggest assholes on the show. It looks like the Armless monster is supposed to be Jimmy, Double D is Frisk, Ed is Papyrus, obviously the crazy one, and Sans is Eddy, the super wacky one. So basically this looks like Frisky, Pappy, and Sansy. Really doesn't roll off the tongue all that easily, but hey, that's the only thing I can call it. Under Ed Special, Ed and Eddy tribute, and what a pretty good one it is. Definitely huge thumbs up, you really got some talent, so be sure to keep doing what you're doing, man. Under Ed, just like with this guy, this was too done while my computer was being repaired. The same friend from FA is also here in DA, and with permission I'll add and post a smaller resolution version of this piece in my gallery. Anyways, enjoy Undertale to Fox, and all done by me. Etoriel could be Naz, and Azrael perhaps Johnny. The Greater Dog could be Plank or something. The Temmie shop owner can also be Rolf. Ed Thames like Ed Boys. Just an idea is all. Anyway, enjoy the comment like I enjoyed the pic. Wow, this could give a whole new meaning to Jawbreaker. Now that's what I call a crossover, like this show when I was younger. Well, me and you both, man, but I still do love it. Ladies and gentlemen, just when we get a beautiful sight of something very well done and all that, we immediately gotta return to this. Everyone, I honestly have so many questions about this picture. First off, what the hell is up with that background? Why is it there? What the hell is up with Eddy's hands? Why are his pants fucking hammer time? And lastly, why the hell does Courage's tongue look like that? Like, obviously his tongue is not supposed to be that thin, man. Honestly, it wasn't that thin in the show, so why the hell you make it like this? At least the line work really isn't all that bad, like you can see, Courage and Eddy, they look okay, besides Eddy's hands. I don't know what the hell happened with those, but, everything else kind of looks okay, especially, Eddy's body and all that stuff. It looks okay. Not too bad, so, I guess good job on that one, but I don't know what the hell is up with that background. It really makes no sense. It's probably someone who's been throwing around streamers or whatever. Like intergalactic dimensional ripping streamers, so they could finally cross over and meet with each other, and they ended up being this huge Frankenstein or whatever. Eddy the Cowardly Dog. Now this is a drawing that really brings me back. What I mean by that? Well, this is a scenario I thought up way back then. Remember the episode of Jimmy Neutron where Jimmy swaps bodies with Carl's hamster? Well, I thought up a similar setup except with Eddy and Courage. I don't know, imagine Double D somehow making a machine similar to that of Jimmy's, and it was a result of that. Eddy, Donnie Antonucci, Courage, Dilworth, and blah blah blah. It's strange how they have the same voice actor. Tony Sampson also did the voice of Courage. It was Marty Grabstein that voiced him. I remember these silly little crossovers, and I remember the Cartoon Fridays. I think one of those Cartoon Fridays was hosted by the Eds. What a way to end it off, perfect! Just what I wanted. This was exactly what I was expecting from a goddamn DA Cringe episode. Yeah, you can't have a proper one without one of these pictures. Now I know what to put in the thumbnail. So it looks like over here we have a fat ass Marie Kanker sitting and feeding on a fat ass Naz. Beautiful, everyone. It's just, this is just the prime, the number one thing I always think of when I take a look at Ed and Eddy. I just cannot shake the thought of these two, being fat and just, sitting on one another. It just gets me hard. What the fuck? And you want to know what the funny thing is? It's really funny how, well drawn this actually is. But why something like this? Seriously, you can make something super awesome. I mean, take a look at the background, the background actually does look pretty awesome. I mean, like the trailers, the environment and all that. You can make some really cool pictures with that, honestly. I mean, seriously, this background looks really good, so thumbs up to that one. It's just, why would you do something like this, other than just to get those fetish boners and all that. And just take a look at their faces, Maria's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna feed you even more. And she's like, Feeding Time with Marie, a little sequel to the remake The Canker Skink I made last year. I just wanted to see more fat Marie Canker. Oh boy, a sequel! Yeah, everyone, a sequel to the, to another, Canker's Kink he made last year. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah! Marie's so fat it makes you wonder who's doing the eating. This is so hot, I love it, good job! Looks like no one escapes the trailer. Fan art of Marie Canker, all of my yes. Yes, but not like this. Can we make Naz way bigger and Marie kind of bigger and still keep Marie riding Naz? Maybe in her belly next time, in her belly! So you want to have them even fatter, and you want one of the fat chicks to eat another fat chick. This would be like every man's fantasy come true just by watching these two sexy BBW girls stuffing each other and blossoming into beautiful plump babes. Oh yeah, you know, that's really the word I think about when I take a look at overweight obese people. Babes, yeah. It's like you're not gonna get a boner from this guy unless you look like you're eating yourself into an early grave, baby. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know, we've journeyed a bit, okay? We've started off with something a little bit weird, and soon we saw some pictures that were actually pretty nice, you know, pretty well made. That Undertale one, like really good detail work and all that, but the other ones, you know, some are better than others. Obviously the last one was just, what the hell just happened, okay? It's like you really cannot put your mind around it and all that, but we'll just gotta have to, we'll just gotta roll with the punches because this is the A after all. Anyway, everyone, that about wraps it up for today. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and press the little bell icon. And as always, I am Deviantart Cringe, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video.